And now DD India's correspondent Cairo Talks joins us live from Tel Aviv. Sarah, what are the key sticking points to a truce in the Israel-Hamas conflict? How close or far are Israel-Hamas to a truce?
Hello there, Tanvi. Well, we can tell you that negotiating teams from both Israel and Hamas have left the Egyptian capital. They are expected to meet again, of course, indirectly in the next 48 hours. But really, both sides here pouring cold water on reports that any progress has really been made. And this is what we've been seeing time and time again, these main sticking points. And that is, of course, the end to this war. Hamas wants a full comprehensive ceasefire, something that Israel simply will not agree to. It also wants people who've been forcibly moved from the northern part of the Gaza Strip to return. And this is also something that Israel says is a no-go, saying that men of fighting age will not be allowed to return to these areas that have been cleared by the IDF. Now, another one of these major sticking points is certainly aid. Hamas wants aid to be able to be delivered right across the Strip, which of course poses many challenges for the Israelis. So certainly major sticking points here. We've spoken about this time and time again, and it really seems doubtful as though there may be any breakthrough over the next few days, given this major stumbling block, and that is, of course, the end to this war. But of course, we'll have to wait and see in 48 hours' time when these key negotiators meet once again in Cairo after both these sides have really pored over these plans.
Okay, Sarah, we're hearing that in Gaza, it's the first time Israel is bringing its troops to the lowest levels. But what's the latest we have on the Rafah offensive?
Well, we have been hearing, Tanvi, over the last hour, the far-right National Security Minister here in Israel, Itamar Ben-Gvir. He is actually threatening to dissolve the government. He's done this once before. He says that if the Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu fails to really go down into that southern city of Rafah and have some sort of a significant military presence there, then he no longer will have a mandate to serve as the Prime Minister. So certainly Benjamin Netanyahu under just so much pressure. We need to remember that the pressure the United States is putting on Benjamin Netanyahu. Joe Biden's been calling Rafah a red line, saying Israel should not go in there. And then, of course, you've got the far-right element of his government threatening to dissolve the coalition if this operation does not happen. Now, you did mention that troop pullout. We do understand, according to the military, that this is to potentially prepare for future operations. The Defence Minister Yoav Gallant, he said this is so that they can prepare for other operations such as Rafah. But we do, of course, know that this will take a significant amount of time, given the sheer number of people that are sheltering down in that southern city, some 1.3 million internally displaced Palestinians. And at this hour, no plan has yet been released as to where these people should go. So certainly a lot of moving parts here. The remaining troops that are stationed in the Gaza Strip, they are in the centre of the Strip, and their main role is to prevent these displaced people from moving back to the north, as we just spoke about, and also to be able to manoeuvre around in strategic little groups, let's say back into the northern parts, which have previously been cleared, but places where fighting has once again started up. Tanvi.
Okay, thank you very much, Sarah, for those updates.